Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, my fellow Chibits. Today, I'm here to bring you an anime review on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders. So, this episode of JoJo, once again, continues on the hype from the last episode, and I dare to say that once again, this might be my favorite episode so far of Stardust Crusaders. This episode, straight up, comedy gold. It was up my alley when it came to comedy, and to see how Avidil and freaking Joseph were stuck together like magnets, they were having to try to force their way apart and all that. Majority of this episode, I was laughing my ass off. Like, this episode was priceless, just seeing these two have some awkward situations. Like, the beginning of the episode, that was one of the best highlights of this episode. Like, I knew where it was going soon as I saw Avidil, sliding down Joseph's chest. I'm like, oh, it's gonna go there, ain't it? Like, it's really gonna go that way. And then all of a sudden it happened, and we see the sexual innuendo between Joseph and Avidil. I mean, there's definitely gonna be some very ecchi fan art or fanfics on something like that. I know for a fact there's someone out there that's willing to do it. Maybe Fujoshi, stuff like that. But that scene of this episode, that was too priceless. Like, Joseph's faces in this episode, I think, were some of the best things I've seen from JoJo in general. Because, like, that one face he made when the stand user girl that, uses magnetism, when you see, like, her walking up to, Joseph, and you see her, like, opie enlarge and get bigger, Joseph's eyes swell up. Like, you see one of his eyes just swell up and all that. It's pretty freaking hilarious just seeing how his face reacted to that. And all of a sudden, I'm like, what the hell? Like, why is her boobs getting freaking larger? And, you see something that looks like nipples coming out, and all of a sudden you see that it's, screws about to come out and fly at Joseph. And I'm thinking, like, how did you hide those screws in your shirt? Like, if you look how her shirt de-expanded and put back together, it looks like it's regular breast. Like, what the fuck is it? Like, does anyone understand that logic? Like, dude, like, where did she hide all those screws? Besides that, okay, let's just move past that. In this episode, it pretty much finishes off the fight between this stand user, and at the end of the episode, it sets up for a new stand user that's going to be facing Polnareff and Jotaro. And this stand user, from what I can see at the end of the episode, it looks like he uses something to do with shadows. Now, I don't know necessarily what type of stand like this might evolve into. Like, maybe it could be like Shikamaru from Naruto, maybe it could be something else, I have no idea. But judging by the stand user, the way the stand had eyes on its shadow, I'm guessing it controlled people's shadows. I'm just assuming that. But moving off that, the episode overall, a very, very, very good episode. Like, the pacing of it was great, the comedy was fucking hilarious. Like, I will have to mention it again. When you see the awkward sexual innuendo with Avidil and freaking Joseph in those situations, when you see that old lady come up and start beating him with a freaking umbrella, it's just like, that's some awkward hentai, like, right? I'm like, what the hell? Just like, what the But, yeah, let's just move past that, okay? So, episode, I loved it. And, like, I think this is better than last week's episode, because the situations and all that, it was just too damn good. This is why I like JoJo, because it's so wacky, it's bizarre. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is bizarre, and that's why I think majority of us love this series, because of stuff like this. Like, this episode, the faces and all that were on point, animation, freaking great, and along with the voice acting, like, of Joseph in this, you can't get any better than that. So, tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about this episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moments about it? I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.